Hello, so this is an extremely, well not extremely, but kind of impromptu video. Basically today, as you may know, or I guess you may not know because you don't know what day I'm filming this. I'm filming this on March 12th and today is the Oscars, and I have a book that actually was adapted into an Oscar-nominated project. That book is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. This was a 2020, I believe, Barnes & Noble Book of the Year. And I thought I'd read it real quick because it doesn't take that long to watch or to read, and then I'm going to watch the adaptation. So this will be in a chapter, the scene, and everything in between, but yeah, don't want to waste any more time. I'm literally trying to watch as much Oscar content as possible before the actual, ceremony. So let's get started. Maybe I'll do a time lapse. Okay. Okay, hey, so I finished it. It took me 9 minutes, which is not bad. Yeah, it's literally, there aren't that many words on the page. This is an example of the page, which I guess has less words than usual, but, like this is a normal page, basically. Just a few words, a drawing, so yeah, it's pretty good. I really like this book. Really quick read. It's about the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. They're friends, going about their day, asking questions to each other, answering them. And I guess the theme of this book, I'd say, is kindness. A lot of quotes about being kind. Prior to this read, I put sticky notes on pages that I liked, and rereading it, I replaced the sticky notes to other quotes that I liked. I also dog-eared some pages because I didn't have enough sticky notes. Sorry, I know some of you may not like that, but I do, or I don't mind it. I mean, if it's my own book, why not? So yeah, I'll probably pick like 3 of these and put them in the description below, so check out. But yeah, this is good. I like it. Now we're gonna watch the Apple TV adaptation of it. I don't know how long it is, but hopefully it won't be that long, and I will be back reacting and choosing which one is better, the book or the short film thing. I think it's in the category of animated short film, so yeah, short film. Yeah. Okay, I watched it. It was about 30 minutes. So cool. It was good. I wrote some notes, so let's just go through them. In the book, the only characters that were shown were the boy, the fox, the mole, and the horse, but in this one, we see short shots of birds as well as a butterfly. So that was kind of random. Something that obviously wasn't in the book but was in the short film was the incorporation of music, which I think kind of elevated it. It just sounded nice. It was nice to not only have their voices, although yeah, I think the perfect combination is having just some people speaking while having some music playing softly in the background, and it really worked. And sometimes that's all you need. Because it's pretty rudimentary in terms of setting or whatever. They only go to a river and they're walking on the snow, but it works. So yeah. Okay, so there are a lot of quotes from the book that were the same on the short film, as in they kept a lot of quotes, but they did change the order of a lot of them in order to kind of, I guess, make it more conversational. In the book, each page, I'd say, is a different conversation. Although some of them are linked, some of them talk about kindness or yeah, I guess kindness. Really, they're not necessarily right next to each other, but in the short film, different conversations or different pages from the books that aren't next to each other in the book are next to each other in the short film, because they take place in the same conversation, the words are said in the same conversation in the short film, yeah. Okay. So yeah, this kind of gives me, you know what, I'll say that later. I noticed that the background stayed mostly still, which kind of gives me, reminiscence, which is that which gives me reminiscence? I don't know if that's grammar. Which reminds me of like old Disney movies. They had like they painted or whatever the background and then only the characters were moving. I wonder if this was like hand drawn. Probably not, but it looks like they literally look like drawings and they look very similar to the drawings in the book. So that was cool. I found out at the very end that the author actually directed it, so good call. It looks very nice and looks very similar. What's interesting in this, maybe it's also in the book, but just hearing the line being said, it seemed different, I guess, like the connotation or whatever. So, at the beginning of The Fox and Mole, when they like meet for the first time, I think the fox says like, actually maybe he doesn't even say anything, but literally in the short film he says, "If you get any closer, I'd kill you." But he doesn't, and the mole cuts him off of the, is it the snare, is that what it's called? And then the fox walks away, and then he saves the mole in like a later scene. The fox, I feel like, has a little less of a role, although he doesn't really talk that much in the book, and there is actually a line talking about that. I feel like he stayed a bit apart from the characters comparatively in the TV show more than the book. Like in the book, all of their scenes or most of their scenes, you can see all of them on the page, but like in the TV show, in the short film, he sometimes is like walking way behind them. What I realize is about this book is like it's very universal kind of. Maybe the fox is supposed to represent like your quieter friend, because I think the boy does say the fox doesn't really talk a lot much, doesn't talk much, and then the horse says yes, and that's wonderful or something like that. Myself as like an introvert, I'd say I relate to that. Just because I'm not talking doesn't mean I have something to share. And when the fox does share things, he means it, and he chooses when he says things, and that's fine. Let's normalize being quiet sometimes. That kind of rhymes. Did not do that on purpose. That's a lie. I'm kidding, I didn't. Or did I? I don't know. I can't place the accents. I know that it's written by a British author, I believe. And the boy, the mole sound like they have like English accents. I'm not sure if it's British or English or like Welsh or something. Is Welsh even in Britain? Should have checked that before I started this video, but for a second I thought that the horse had an Irish accent. I don't know if that's true, but yeah. Tell me, Charlie Mackesy, you're probably watching this video, right? So can you tell me what accent the horse is supposed to have? I can probably just search up like the voice actors that spoke the different parts, and I'm guessing they're the same as like the characters they played. But okay. Also another thing that they kind of changed in both the book in short film, the horse shares, confides in the others and tells them that he can fly, but he has stopped flying. He stopped flying because all the other horses were jealous, which is very considerate, thank you. But in this one, wait a minute. I don't know. Potentially, in the short film, and only in the short film, he actually flies, and they fly like a good distance, and I don't think they fly in the book, but also I flipped to a page, which kind of looks like they're flying. But I'm going to discuss this page later, so just hold on tight for a second. Yes, okay, you're done. We're on the last note, which is what I was about to say. I wish, just my only complaint about the short film is there's an element of the book that makes it more memorable, where basically some pages don't follow the normal format. Most of the pages are just in black and white, but some pages are in color, and some actually have black as the main background, or maybe it's only one. Yeah, only one that has black as the main background and like white is drawn. I'm gonna show you examples now to support my claim. This one, that's color. Not a lot of them are colored, as well as this one. And this is what I was talking about them flying. It looks like everybody's like on the horse. so maybe they flew, but like I guess it's not explicitly said, because it's drawings. But yes, 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 yes. The short film was very good, but I think I am going to go ahead and say that the book was better. Why? Because it takes less time to read, more accessible. You can bring a book anywhere. You can't bring Apple TV with you anywhere. Think about that. And more memorable quotes, I guess, because I mean this came first, so obviously, I guess. But I cannot waste time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share if you like. I really hope this wins so then I can make the title like watching the Oscar-winning short film and reading the book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep on watching things until the Oscar ceremony. It is 5:14 right now, so I have 2 hours and 46 minutes. Not that much time. Gotta get to it. I'll see you later. Goodbye.